In a quiet town nestled between the woods and the mountains, there stood an old, abandoned house that no one dared to enter. It was a place of whispers, where legends spoke of strange occurrences. The most terrifying of all was the story of the Midnight Caller. The house had once belonged to a reclusive family who, years ago, had vanished without a trace. Since their disappearance, the house had been left untouched, falling into disrepair. But it wasn't the state of the house that unnerved the townspeople. It was the phone. Every night, at exactly midnight, the phone inside the house would ring. No one knew who the caller was, but every time someone tried to answer, they never returned the same. Some would refuse to speak about what they heard, their eyes wide with terror. Others would laugh, maniacally, as if they had lost their minds. One evening, a man named Adam, skeptical of the supernatural, decided to investigate the rumors himself. He didn't believe in ghosts or cursed phones. Armed with nothing more than a flashlight and his old cell phone, Adam entered the house just before midnight. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the floorboards creaked beneath his feet as he walked toward the dusty old telephone sitting in the living room. As the clock struck 12, the phone rang. Adam hesitated, a sudden chill creeping down his spine. But his pride wouldn't let him back down. With trembling fingers, he picked up the receiver and pressed it to his ear. At first, there was nothing but static. Then, slowly, a voice emerged, barely a whisper. "I'm still here," it said. Adam's heart raced. Who are you?" he stammered, but the voice on the other end remained quiet for a long moment. "You called me, and now I'm calling you back." Suddenly, the room grew colder. The lights flickered, and Adam felt a presence behind him. Slowly, he turned around, but there was no one there. Yet, the feeling of being watched grew stronger. "Look behind you," the voice on the phone whispered. Adam's breath hitched. He didn't want to look. His instincts screamed at him to run, but his feet remained glued to the floor. Slowly, he turned again. And this time, he saw it. A shadow, tall and impossibly dark, stood at the edge of the room, its eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. It stared at Adam, its presence suffocating, as if it was drawing the very air from the room. The voice on the phone continued, "Now, you belong to me." In a blind panic, Adam dropped the phone and bolted toward the door. But the house had changed. The door he had entered through was gone, replaced by an endless corridor stretching into the darkness. His footsteps echoed as he ran, but no matter how fast or how far he went, the corridor never ended. The last thing the townspeople heard from Adam was his terrified screams. They found his phone lying outside the house the next day, but Adam himself was never seen again. And every night, at midnight, the phone inside the house still rings, waiting for the next soul to answer. No one ever does.